Hi students, today I am going to discuss the a pretty good privacy PGP. So this is the most important concept in the network security. PGP stands for pretty good privacy. So which provides both confidentiality and authentication mechanism for email security. So that means it provides both authentication and confidentiality for email. So in the PGP, so the BGP can provide the both authentication and confidentiality mechanism by using some of the separate algorithm which is called the ZIP algorithm. So the ZIP algorithm, that is the compression algorithm, which is denoted by Z here. So the authentication basically means something that is used to valid as a true or real. So that means whatever the information which is taken, that information is the real or the true. So here the PGP, the pretty good privacy, can provide the this particular confidentiality. So confidentiality in the sense with the help of the cryptography, that is a conventional encryption or the public key cryptography. Using public key cryptography, that is a public key encryption or the conventional encryption. So coming to this particular PGP can provide some of the notations, like you can observe here a normal message which you have to consider the message M. Here we can use the hash function which is denoted by H, and a random session key created by the symmetric, that is the KS. KS is the session key or the symmetric key, so which is selected as a randomly. And the next one is DP in the sense of public key decryption. So the public key decryption algorithm, and EP is nothing but the public key encryption, that is stand for EP. EP stands for public key encryption, and DC is nothing but the asymmetric encryption. So that is a conventional encryption and conventional decryption. So CD is nothing but the conventional decryption, and EC is nothing but the conventional encryption. Now you know that the KPB is nothing but the, that is the private key which is generated by the user B. So KR is denoted by private key and KU is denoted by here the public key. So now you can observe the two public keys are generated by user A and user B, and the private keys are generated by user A and user B. And the next one is the concatenation symbol, that is the pipe symbol, and the next one is the Z is the compression function or the compression algorithm, and Z inverse is the decompression function. Now you can observe the PGP can provide the confidentiality. So first you can check it how it can be provide the confidentiality. Now you take the original message M and apply the ZIP function, that is the Z. So whenever we can apply the Z function, that is a ZIP algorithm, the total message can be compressed. So whenever it can be compressed, again we can apply the a conventional encryption. Here it is a EC. EC is stand for here previously we can observe EC is nothing but the conventional encryption. In the conventional encryption, so that is using the session key KS, a session key or the random key, that is the KS. Now this particular compression message is encrypted with the conventional encryption with the help of the KS. Now after that we can concatenate the messages of conventional encryption and public key encryption with KUB. KUB in the sense we know that the public key of the user B. So whenever we can use the public key of the user B, so that becomes to the confidential. Why it can be confidential? That message can be revealed by the user B only, because of user B only knows his private key. So that's why here using that particular user's B public key in this particular encryption with the combination of the ZIP algorithm and the conventional encryption with the session key KS, and finally that message can be prepared. So that message can provided as a confidential message. So that confidential message, how it can be revealed? Now you can observe the message can be divided into the two portion. One is the one portion of the message which is denoted by S, and which was one message is denoted by M. So now whatever the message is encrypted, again that encrypted message is using by the private key of the user B, that is the public key decryption DP is applied with the private key of the user B, then immediately it can be applied So the conventional encryption is already taken the KS. Here in the decryption, conventional decryption can be applied, that is the DC, with the same key of the session key KS. And finally, the message can be compressed more, and here decompression algorithm, that is the Z inverse, is applied, and finally we can reveal the message one. Now in this particular confidentiality, the three concepts are identified. One is the message can be compressed, which can be provide the security, and the message can be encrypted by the public key of the receiver, and again the message can be encrypted by the conventional cryptography, that is with the help of the session key. Now in the confidential, three messages are generated. The three messages are the secured message. So this is the type of the security to provide the email. So whenever we can provide the email, so email can be sent to the destination, automatically that can be secured, that message can be compressed with the help of the Z, that message can be encrypted with the session key KS, and again that message is encrypted with the public key of the user B. Similarly, whatever the operations we can done in the encryption, the opposite operation can be done in the decryption side. So the session key is the common, that is the KS. Here is the Z algorithm, ZIP algorithm can be used, compressed algorithm. There we can use the uncompressed algorithm, that is the Z inverse. So that is a decompression can be taken, and here similarly the decryption is applied with the private key of the user B. So this is the what PGP can provide the confidentiality. And coming to the PGP also provides the authentication. So now we know that authentication is nothing but the sender uses a private key in the encryption. So the authentication message was generated. Now you can observe the message M and apply. How we can provide the authentication? Here the hash function is applied. So we already know the hash doesn't have any key. So that's why hash is directly applied to the message M, and that message is applied to the public key encryption. So the public key encryption with a private key of the sender, that is the KRA. So the KRA is denoted the private key of the user A, that is sender. So after encryption and authentication can be both are provided, then finally concatenated with the message M, and finally we can apply the Z algorithm. So here also the three types of secured message can be taken. So first one, the hash function is applied. What the hash function? We know that. So hash is nothing but a public function which maps a message in any length into a fixed length hash value, which serves as its authenticator. So that is an H of M. H of M is cryptographically protected data. And the next one is the public key encryption with a private key of the user A. So then that message can be encrypted. So is a private key, that's why it message is the authenticated message. Now third one is, now combine these three and finally we can apply the Z algorithm, that is the ZIP algorithm, compression algorithm Z. Finally we can derive the two messages, one is S and one is M. So whenever in the encryption last application applied method is the starting of the decryption method. So what the last method of the method applied to the encryption, that is the Z. So that's why here immediately the Z inverse can be taken to the S, and it can be revealed the one of the S dash message and M1. And now we can apply a public key decryption with the public key of the senders. So then it can be revealed the message, and the finally hash function is applied to the M message in the decryption. If both messages are equal, now we can compare H of M message and H of M. Now you can observe this is the particularly H of M message and this is also H of M message. If both H of M messages are equal, then it can be provided as its authenticator. So this is the PGP. The PGP stands for Pretty Good Privacy, which provides the confidentiality and authentication mechanism to email. And also the message can be compressed with the help of the Z algorithm. So here also a hash function can be taken cryptographically protected to generate the authenticated message, and secret key, that is the KS, can be used when it generated the confidential message. So this is a complete information about the PGP.